Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is Sean Paul giving out the best, giving out, items to the affected victims in the Hurricane Belisa Category 5. Ladies and gentlemen, these are Jamaicans. Please, Africans, celebrities or even Kenyan celebrities, look at how, Jamaican celebrities, they are regrouping and helping one another, you know Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. This is so nice. This is Sean Paul. This is Sean Paul. I believe he has his own foundation, and probably he has also collaborated or pulled in other stakeholders who can also participate in this process of giving out items to Jamaican people. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the best. This is so nice, and this is commendable. These are dancehall artists, ladies and gentlemen, and there's a reason why I have started out with Jamaican celebrities, because there's a message that I want to pass to the rest of the world, especially the African continent. Jamaican celebrities love their own people, ladies and gentlemen. These are dancehall artists. Dancehall artists, they have regrouped, they have consolidated their resources together, and then they are distributing to their own people. Ladies and gentlemen, there is humanity. Humanity is everything, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, and of course, this is Vibes Cartel, ladies and gentlemen. I hope the African people, they are taking out notes. See what unity can do. See what the spirit of I and I can do. Yeah, Jamaicans, they are putting the spirit of I and I into actions. Yeah, Walliper distribution of items from Vibes Cartel Foundation, ladies and gentlemen. These are big thing. Bless up to Jamaican people every time. Jamaicans have unity. The kind of unity that Jamaicans have is so immense. I hope the rest of the people, if we can emulate the same harmony that Jamaicans have, then this world will be a better place. I believe so, ladies and gentlemen. This is so great. See that all these items came from Vibes Cartel Foundation, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, he has also pulled in other collaborators like DJ Khalid, ladies and gentlemen. This is what African celebrities should be able to learn. This is what Kenyan celebrities should be able to learn. Make meaningful connections, like Jamaican artists, ladies and gentlemen. Jamaican artists, they have connected or collaborated even with other people. They have pulled in some other artists from the United States of America to come in and help their own people. Ladies and gentlemen, unity is strength. Jamaicans, they have demonstrated to the world that unity is strength. I hope Africans can be able to learn this. The biggest problem we have with African people is disunity, tribalism. Even can you imagine in a noble cause like this, if it was Africans, we will be competing instead of coming together and consolidating our resources. We will be competing. Hey, this one distributed this one did not distribute this one. I mean, I don't know. Yes, and of course, this is Spice. If there's an artist that loves Jamaicans so much, if there's an artist that loves her own people, I'm not saying other artists do not, but if there's an artist I can pick specifically that is proud of her origin and loves her own people, that is Spice, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, to be honest, just look at the history of Spice and look at how much she talks about Jamaica. Spice loves Jamaican people so much, and bless her every time. She's a Jamaican queen. Bless her every time. And of course, this Jamaican family living in the United States of America, but they are coming together and also sharing out their items, and they're also coming back at home. They are returning back in Jamaica. They are the American citizens, if I'm not wrong, but they are coming back at home to help their own people. Kenyans in diaspora, please learn from this. Learn from this. Eh?
Let's talk about dignity. Now, I see some people complaining that they bring things for some Jamaicans and they don't appreciate it because it's not a certain brand or it's not a certain type of food, and they need to accept what them get because they do have nothing right now. And I have a different perspective. Remember that before Melissa, people were living their lives. They were going to work. They were working on their farms. They had plans. They were making their money. They were going about their business. They were able to go to the supermarket and buy the food that they want to eat. They were able to take their friends out. They were able to go out with their families. Some of them were planning to go to the festivals that were supposed to keep on, the different things that were cancelled. They were living their full lives. This hurricane came and upheaved the world, their world. That's how it feels. They lost everything. Now I know there are some people who feel like, well, if they don't have nothing, they just take what them get. I disagree. I think in giving, we need to remember dignity. Don't give something to somebody that you would not have accepted for yourself. That's unreasonable. And that is inhumane. So there are people who believe that, well, like, let me take myself, for example. I'm vegetarian. Now people will say, well, Shell, if you're hungry and then get chicken feet, I could just eat the chicken can that I get. I didn't stop eating chicken because I don't like chicken. I think chicken is delicious. Chicken is lovely. I changed my diet because that's what works best for me, especially with the reproductive health issues that I was having. My health has improved exponentially since I changed the way I eat. Now, because this storm come, there are people who believe that anything when somebody throw in front of me must just eat it because the storm came, and if I was in a position where I lost everything, I would just have accept any bonus for them give me. And I'm saying,
yes, her discussions has attracted a lot of mixed feelings, because there's one group of people that says, as long as what you're giving out is your best, as long as what you're giving out is what you can afford, it's not, it may not be Balenciaga, it may not be Gucci, one of those big brands. As long as that is the best thing that you can afford and it's a brand new, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And God is either way going to bless you because it came from the heart. There's another group that is saying, hey, when it comes to giving also has its own dignity. Do not give what you yourself you not give it to your own child. Do not give what you yourself you not accept. Please, give something that you yourself you are going to accept, that you yourself you are not going to turn it away. So there are two groups of discussions there. There's some mixed feelings there. What I can say is, on my own opinion, is that give out your best. Give out your best. It might not be Balenciaga, it might not be Gucci, it might not be one of those big brands, but as long as it's a brand new shoe, it's clothes, brand new clothes, brand new shoes, industrial boots, and it's brand new. It's something that when you look at it and say, this one looks good, and this one is going to help somebody out there. It is not one of those top brands, but I know it's going to help somebody out there. Distribute it, because there's someone else who will need it. Distribute it. Those ones that are saying that, I want Gucci, I want this, I want that. It's their choice. They can leave it, but that shoe is going to help someone. That new shoe is going to help a Jamaican somewhere. Ladies and gentlemen, that's how I am looking at it. I don't know, I might be wrong, but that's how I am looking at it, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, I also want to send even something small, even if it's a brand new shoe. For me, that's the best I can do, and that's the best I can get. Yeah. And I will be so much glad, because I have played my small part. I have played my part. And I will thank God for that, for giving me that opportunity to at least help where I can. Ladies and gentlemen, either way, what do you think about this whole statement?